Well, good morning, YouTube friends. How's it going on your side of the world? I know it's starting to get cold. I woke up this morning, it was 32, 33 degrees outside. We had frost on the ground. Now it's about 40. I'm like, oh, it's a good time to get out. I have some errands to run anyways. And I was just looking for an excuse to ride my motorcycle. That's not what I'm here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about today is reunions. We just had a little 2-day thing. Day one is like meet and greet, and day two was supposed to actually be the dinner and party time and stuff. It's not always the case. It's not how it works out. And I don't know if people know they do this or not, but it ended up being more of a niche groups meetup kind of thing. And I really didn't get it. I didn't understand it. There really wasn't a meet and greet. As a matter of fact, I had to even go look for my own, handing out name tags. I had to go search down my own. Because, it was kind of weird because no one would come up to me and whatever and say, hey, how's it going or anything like that. It's just like, I was a total freaking outcast. And that was the first night. And so it wasn't much of a meet or greet. It was, they, just go on over to their cliques. And I was more of the middle of the road kind of person in school. I was active. You know what? That's hideous. I was active in school, but I was never really one of the popular ones, which never bugged me. But to reunite after so many years, you would think that people would be interested to know you. I mean, I went to this high school for 3 years. That's 3 years I made pretty good amount of friends. But the past 2 days were just freaking, I don't know how to put it. I really don't know. It almost was like about one person and two groups. That was it. If they didn't know you or anything else, then they just wouldn't associate with you. So there we were, me and the wife. Last night's occasion was the dining in. And the dance. And we get there a little early and go to grab ourselves a seat, and we post ourselves somewhat towards the middle of the room. You don't want to be putting yourself in a corner or anything like that. But instantaneously, as soon as people started coming in the door, they just split off into their groups. And it was really cool because me and my wife were with basically our own table. And the whole night was just that way. Now, the food was great. I'll say that much. But to put it to you this way, my wife felt sorry for me. I looked at her at roughly 10 o'clock. I said, are you ready to leave? And she goes, it's whatever you want to do, babe. I'm like, okay, let's just get out of here. We got outside, and she stopped me, and she looked at me, and she goes, you don't need to worry about those other people. I love you. And that was freaking awesome. And she gave me a kiss, and, and she's right. All those other people, they don't matter. They don't. I've got close friends of my own. But, for people to not even know who the heck I am, for the most part, and not even ask, hey, how are you, and stuff like that. I even try to start up conversations, and they just basically do the old cold shoulder and kind of go, oh, hey, there's Angie. Hey, Angie. And you're like, all right, man, I'll just go back to my beer. Yeah, man, it was good to talk to you. I don't even know if people know they do that. Well, to summarize, unless you're really one of the popular kids, and all the popular kids want to get together and they call it a reunion, unless you're one of those, don't go. Because you know what? They can probably give two shits about you. So, that's how they'll make you feel. All warm and fuzzy inside. I guess really the point I'm trying to make is if they weren't your friends to begin with, don't think they'll try to, you know, make friends with you now. Because for the most part, let's see, I did like 3 years at that high school, and none of the people that were there the past 2 nights, even in high school, I really reached out and wanted to be friends. So no harm, no foul. Shit, they don't know what they do. Most people don't. But me, on the other hand, I love talking to you guys. How about that? Because you guys are the greatest. And I don't know how many countless friends I've made here on the interwebs, mainly YouTube. I think it's because we all have a common thing. We love to get out, meet people, ride, and do things. We don't need a meet and greet. You already know me. And on that note, Sarge is out of here. Later!